Now from the station on your side, you're watching Wavy News 10.
We're following two breaking stories this midday and a rare appearance. The Newport News Commonwealth's attorney just wrapped up a press conference about the grand jury indictment of Rich Neck Elementary School's former assistant principal, Dr. Ebony Parker. It's coming from all sides, including the community, and another press conference when this show wraps up. Plus, we're following shocking news. The family of O.J. Simpson confirms he's dead. Prostate cancer claimed his life at the age of 76. Lots of big stories to talk about, but a big story again today is the forecast. It seems to get progressively worse as the day goes on, so especially that evening commute. So let's go ahead and send things over to Steve Fundero. Steve?
Yeah, Aisha, we are looking at some showers moving in this afternoon and then a couple rumbles of thunder towards the evening and late night hours. It's not going to be a rainy day all day. One thing we're really going to notice throughout the entirety of the day is the wind. That's really going to pick up. But the big system kind of in a couple pieces here. So let's do some forecasting kind of the old-fashioned way. Notice there's a large sort of thunderstorm activity across Jacksonville, Florida, southeastern states. That chunk, or that mesoscale convective system is what we'll call it, that's going to drift offshore off towards the Gulf Stream. The area low pressure way out towards Memphis and even moving into Atlanta, that's lifting north through Cincinnati. So the two severe weather threats are to our north and to our south. So what does that look like on future track for us? Well, maybe towards the 3 o'clock hour, there's a couple showers nearby. More activity starts to begin to move in around sunset. So we're looking for a couple scattered showers this evening and then a rumble of thunder or two as the late night hours roll around. We need that cold front to come in. So 11 p.m., midnight, 1 a.m., we're looking at some scattered showers and downpours across the region, a couple thunderstorms thrown in there as a result of some of the warm air that we've got moving into place here. The other thing we're really noticing all day is going to be the wind. Picking up the pace here, gusting around 20, 25 miles an hour, and it'll be breezy for the next few hours, blustery, then windy for everyone, especially towards the evening. Look at that, winds gusting close to 40, especially along the waterways, oceanfront, Outer Banks, and the eastern shore. Out there now, just cloudy. There's a couple light sprinkles kind of drifting in with the wind. Again, this isn't going to be a rainy afternoon from start to finish, but we'll just progressively throw a little bit more shower activity throughout the afternoon as we go into our day here. Temps still sitting near 70 degrees, so it does remain warm. Again, it's towards the evening. We see the showers move in, and then a couple thunderstorms later on tonight. We'll talk more about timing and show you that weekend forecast, Aisha, coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you so much. Well, this midday, we continue to stay on top of the fallout from the Rich Neck school shooting last January, where a first grader pulled the trigger on his teacher. Reactions from attorneys and community members are pouring in. This after the Newport News special grand jury unsealed a scathing 31-page report indicting the school's former assistant principal, Dr. Ebony Parker. This is video of her court appearance today for an attorney advisement hearing. The judge made sure she understood the charges against her, and she said yes. Now, she has another hearing set for May 17th, but there's a lot to tell you about. Today, we have coverage from that court hearing, 2 news conferences, and the response from community members on the lapses in security. But let's get right to 10 on your side's Andy Fox, who is live at the Newport News Courthouse with the latest. Andy, the Commonwealth's attorney says this is something citizens should be very concerned about.
Oh, very concerned about, and he's very concerned about it. Howard Gwynn, the Commonwealth's attorney for Newport News, made it clear that the special grand jury report speaks for itself. The news conference went on for about 30 minutes, and he was saying that what happened at Rich Neck Elementary on January 6, 2023 is alarming, criminal, unbelievable. He began the news conference by saying the eyes of the nation turned to Newport News. A 6-year-old brought a gun to school and shot his teacher, that there was clear evidence the child may have had a gun, that the administrators weren't listening, not acting on the information.
I was appalled because my children went to public school here. I went to public school in Newport News. The lapses in security were appalling, and it should never have happened. And I think anybody who read that report had the same reaction. How could this happen? How could this happen? How could these flaws, when they were brought to people's attention, because as you remember from the report, several parents said, we'll have a fundraiser to get some of these things fixed, and they were denied. And I think it's appalling. Anybody in this room or in this city should be concerned about it. I am also equally confident that those persons who had the opportunity to read that report were very troubled when they read the section on the effects on guardians and parents and children. Because as you know from the report, a number of the parents of the students in Mrs. Swerner's classroom asked that their children be transferred to another school. And I'm sure that some of you, before you read that, you thought that the only victims in this case was Abby Schwerner. But when you read that section, you knew there were other victims.
Howard Gwynn made it crystal clear that the special grand jury made it crystal clear about what they thought and about where they think this case should go. And you got the intense feeling that Howard Gwynn, in his news conference, is very confident in his case. I will have more at 4, 5, and 6. In Newport News, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
Andy, thank you very much. O.J. Simpson, a football star turned suspected murderer, has died, according to a statement released by his family. On social media's X, the family confirmed he died of cancer yesterday at the age of 76. They also asked for privacy and grace. Additional details weren't immediately available, but we do know he was diagnosed with prostate cancer in early February of this year and was undergoing chemotherapy. In the 1990s, Simpson faced trial for the double murder of his ex-wife and her friend. He was reportedly in Las Vegas at the time of his passing. We'll have an in-depth look at the life of O.J. Simpson coming up in our next half hour. We're following developing news from Norfolk. Investigators are working to figure out what sparked a fire at a motel. Firefighters were called to the motel on North Military Highway just after 6:30 last night. Crews saw flames and smoke coming from a room there on the second floor. That fire was knocked down within 30 minutes and we're told no one was hurt. The Isle of Wight Sheriff's Office needs your help to find 2 burglary suspects. The burglary happened at the Raceway gas station on Carrollton Boulevard early Tuesday morning. If you know who they are, call the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP, or you can submit a tip using the P3 Tips app. It's been 6 weeks since 32-year-old Hector Almeida Jr. was reported missing. 10 on your side learned NCIS and police executed search warrants for the home where he stayed with his friend. Well, court documents say a 5-gallon bucket with hardened concrete was found inside the home, believed to have the remains of Almeida inside. Now, those documents also said the friend had Almeida's bank cards, passport, wallet, and phone in his car. Almeida's father says he was notified Monday night and posted on social media his son was no longer with us. His uncle told us, "We are asking for time and privacy right now so we can process the loss of Hector Jr." You can read more on this story on wavy.com. And we are digging deeper after the governor signed a bill Monday giving employment protections to public sector workers who use medical marijuana. An original law passed in 2021 protected employee rights, but didn't specifically include public servants like firefighters, something J.M. Padini, the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, say needed to be fixed. But there's opposition to workplace protections for medical marijuana, too.
We heard from firefighters across the state who found benefits from using medical cannabis, and they were either being told they couldn't, or in some instances, they've been terminated.
Even if medical marijuana might be legal in the state of Virginia, it's still illegal at the federal level. And I think this puts employers in between a rock and a hard place.
The governor approved the measure Monday, but the bill passed the Senate with 3/4 of the vote in February, and in the House, roughly 80% of delegates supported it. A scam making the rounds is targeting pet owners. A North Carolina man who's a victim of that scam is sharing his story and hopes others don't lose money too. The man says that his cat has been missing for more than 2 months, but on Tuesday, he got a call with the caller ID coming from the Wake County Animal Shelter. The caller said a Good Samaritan brought in the cat, saying it was hit by a car and needed emergency surgery. Well, the man says he sent $700 through PayPal, but when he called the Wake County Animal Shelter to follow up, he learned his cat wasn't actually there. He realized, it had all been a scam.
In that one phone conversation, everything was shattered. Then I'm out $700, still don't know where my cat is. And there's terrible people that are perpetuating fraud. They're preying on innocent people and their emotions to get money.
The county's animal services director says she's seen several social media posts about this scam. She says if the center has your missing pet, they'll call during business hours and ask for reclaim fees. We've got a big homecoming for USS Gunston Hall today. It returns to JEB Little Creek today after a 4-month deployment. The Navy says it participated in one of NATO's largest joint military exercises. 10 on your side will be there, so you can look for our updates on Wavy News 10 starting at 4.